iOS 26.1 Beta 4 has been out to developers for about 1 day. And in this video, I'm going to talk about my top favorite features in iOS 26.1 Beta 4. Hi everyone, Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and let's get right into it. Now, with iOS 26.1 Beta 4, it does bring some features, or iOS 26.1 in general, it brings some new features. And one of my favorite features is everything is positioned left align. Everything in the far left here is positioned to the left. And to confirm that I'm running 26.1, we have build number 23B5073 lowercase a. When there's a beta update, there's usually about 6 numbers and 2 letters. That's the case with this update. So within iOS 26.1, everything is left aligned. Within the same settings for general, accessibility, every feature we go into, everything is left aligned. And it's even the case for app folders. This I forgot to mention in my What's New video yesterday. The text on the app folders are left aligned. For all of the app folders, everything here is left aligned in iOS 26.1 Developer Beta 4. Now, within display and brightness, we have some new features. You can now turn off liquid glass in this update. And you have two options, clear and tinted. Tinted brings back that iOS 18 type of look. Within light mode, we have sort of the iOS 18 type of look. And dark mode as well. Within tinted, it dims the wallpaper. And you can see the notifications are the tint is gone, and it's just more of a glass sort of clear type of look. And they've even updated the wallpapers for both display zoom and display and brightness section. Now within settings and under security or privacy and security, and at the very bottom, we have background security improvements. With iOS 16, these lasted a very short time. But in 2023 with iOS 16, Apple had rapid security updates. Your iPhone wouldn't have to do a full Apple logo progress bar type of update. It would update, but instead of doing the Apple logo with the progress bar, it would just restart with the Apple logo once the update has finished installing or downloading rather, and it would do a short restart and you would have the update. That lasted the entire length of iOS 16, but then unfortunately that was the end of it after iOS 17 released. So the rapid security responses were short-lived, but now it's looking like they are making a return in iOS 26.1. And I will be covering them on the channel if we do get them. And I will even be showing you how they work compared to other or standard updates, rather. Now, as far as any other features, well, iPadOS gets its own sort of update. It doesn't really get as many features apart from iOS, but slide over is on the iPad. But I will make a separate video talking about what is new. Now, within videos, you can see here the pause button is left aligned. The pause button is to the left of the timeline here. And there is something I want to mention with screenshots. This only works on screenshots. So if I go into this screenshot I just took here, you can see that we have extra space around it. You might remember this from iOS 18, how you view a photo. Though it's not within all photos, as you can see my wallpapers, but just with screenshots, widescreen screenshots and not widescreen photos. Though I don't know why they can't bring it to those two. we have extra space around it. And if we tap on it, it gets bigger. That used to be there in iOS 18. That is, of course, until they changed it in iOS 18.2, where the photo takes up the entire display and it doesn't zoom in to get bigger. I believe I covered that last year in my iOS 18.2 What's New video. Now, as far as other new features in iOS 26.1, well, there is that bug within the app library. If we scroll or we tap on search, we do have that bug in the app library. And even if you pull down to search, there is that couple second delay. I have reported it in the feedback app. I have reported it, and if I reload it here, under recent activity, I have reported it in the feedback app within iOS 26.1. I don't know if it'll pop up as a known issue. It just talks about the airdrop icon not displaying properly in some areas. But it looks pretty fine to me for the most part. If you can tell a difference within the airdrop icon, it talks about the visual defects around the corners. But I don't really see any change. Leave a comment down below if you do see a change. I will try to screenshot it here. I don't really see a change within the airdrop share sheet. As for the most part, airdrop does look fine for the most part. I don't see any visual defects around the corners. If you can see some visual defects around the corners, leave a comment down below in this video. But I don't see any of those, but that is reported within the feedback app. As far as the next update that we can see, well, tomorrow Apple is releasing the new M5 iPad Pro and also the M5 14-inch MacBook Pro, and they're also releasing an M5 Apple Vision Pro. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same price, $3,500. They do need to make a cheaper version so it can be more affordable. But I will have a video out or a live stream for when those products get released. But as far as the next update from Apple, well, next week I would expect iOS 26.1 RC. And because I'm currently now running iOS 26.1 Developer Beta 4, I am now running that with the long build number. Then I will update straight to the RC. And now, because I'm running the beta, the next update, iOS 26.2, I will update to beta 4 or maybe even beta 3. But with 26.3, I might just stick it out to the RC update and see how it runs. But I will be running the updates as we get them, as part of me being a late stage beta tester. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And comment down below, what do you think of iOS 26.1? It doesn't bring a ton of features, just updated settings, updated toggles, and different things throughout. But me personally, I love the update. And it is a fix for iOS 26. Performance is smooth, though that lag in the app library, they should fix that, and I hope they will within the RC. I'm Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.